When creating contactless, we wanted an effect that would be part of your everyday carry. We have taken a classic mentalism principle and brought it bang up to date.
How did you do that?
No, I don't know. In your brains, isn't I? Yeah. My name's Harry Nardi, and I predict that contactless will be part of your everyday carry from now on.
Hi guys, and welcome to this week's AlakazamMagicUK Live. We've got a special one for you this week. Oh, hang on a minute, that's a bit low.
I can't believe how smart you look today, mate.
Me?
That's unbelievable.
Got me new
Look
jumper on.
That's so smart.
Got a new jumper on.
That's crazy.
Right, I'm just going to do this.
Whilst you do that, guys, let us know in the chat where you're watching from. Let us know if you've joined us before. I see a lot of familiar names. And let us know if you are new here, obviously.
Yes.
We want to know who's new to the AlakazamMagicUK family. So welcome everybody. Hello everyone.
Right, and before we get started, there's quite a few comments in, I saw a few comments in the chat about Dave. Just want to let you know, Dave has actually moved on to Pastors New, so we wish him good luck with his new venture. But Dave has now left Alakazam Magic. He didn't want a big song and dance about it, but seeing as people have been asking, we thought, obviously, we have to tell you. So,
yes, absolutely.
Yeah, Dave's moved on, but he is fit and well.
He
and
is
healthy.
indeed, yes.
So this week, we are joined by some special guests, and there was a great comment in there earlier by Ian Raymond Walker, who said, has the Magic Circle Unlocked finished yet? And the simple answer is, well, no, because we are being joined today by my partner in crime for the Magic Circle Unlocked. In fact, I was his partner in crime, the very talented Mr. Michael J. Fitch.
Lovely.
Shall we introduce him?
Yeah, let's do that.
Shall we bring him on?
Yeah, do that.
Okay, here we go.
I can tell you're excited from your voice. Look how excited you are.
There we go. Oh, hang on.
You both got the little matching things on. You're like the best of friends.
Sensible dads today, aren't we, Peter?
Yeah. We both got lovely jumpers on. How nice.
Cold out there, you know, smart.
So I am, while you speak to Harry quickly, because Harry wasn't here when we done the Magic Circle Unlocked. So
yes.
He's going to speak to you a bit about it. I'm just going to set up one of these because I haven't bought the one in where we can put comments.
How are you, Harry?
I'm not bad, thank you. Yeah, Mike, how are you, mate?
I'm very good, thank you.
Good.
Yeah, a big weight off the shoulders, and I'm just so pleased it went well. And working with your dad, as you do every week, it is a lot of fun.
It is good fun.
He's great fun.
He's a clever guy.
He is great fun.
Well,
He's done a cracking job.
There's a lot of comments coming in of people saying how excited they was for it and how good it actually was. I've seen so many comments talking about it, and even popping up on my Facebook just saying it felt really nice and it was such a good evening. So
it was a really fun evening, and I got royally fooled by Adrian.
Yeah.
I haven't shown. I keep saying to Harry, I'm going to show him the video because it was amazing. And if any of you guys missed Sunday's show, we were aiming to go for 2 hours. How long did we go for, Michael?
It was nearly 5 hours.
It was 5 hours, and then me, you, Noel, and we got joined by Russ Stevens. Stayed up chatting till 2:30. After that,
Yeah, we had an after show party. Proof.
But we had a live guest from Argentina who blew my mind with the best any card at any number I have ever seen. Absolutely nothing was set up, and it was incredible. Now, they can still get access to that video if they join and like the Magic Circle Unlocked page. Facebook.
Yeah, that's it. You just got to go to the Magic Circle Unlocked. The video is up there. We're at over 13,000 views now, and yeah, it's incredible. And we've had some big names in Magic watching this. I know, like yourself, Peter, we've just been getting messages, emails, phone calls from the magic community worldwide. And it's like a big magic hug, really, because there is so many amazing inspirational quotes on there. You've got real stars of magic, you know, Jeff McBride, Michael Lamar, Doc Eason, David Williamson, Wayne Dobson. The Wayne Dobson interview went down so well. You know, we've had behind the scenes at Marvin's Magic. We had an interview with Marvin. You see, you know, where it's all from and everything. Crazy. We had so much content, and yeah, Russ Stevens giving great advice to everyone in the world. You've got to go and check that out. And a packed show, and you found out about the Magic Circle. You know, this was hosted by the Magic Circle, called the Magic Circle Unlocked, and it tells you all about the amazing reasons to be a member of this amazing society, and we answer all your questions. So if you haven't been, you know, you don't have to watch it all in one go. This now it's on there. You can watch it, you know, then watch a bit more. But you know, there's a lot of people watch the whole thing all the way through. David Burglass phoned me up, and he watched the entire show, and he absolutely loved it.
What?
He did watch it twice.
Did he?
Because the first time the computer was jumping and glitching, and then he saw it was shared in the Magic Circle page, and he watched it again, and he said it was much better without glitching. So he was really dedicated. He watched it twice, bless him. So thank you very much, David, for watching that twice. It was
good, and surprisingly for me, we got through it with no technical issues, which was great. I don't think I forgot to turn my mic on.
Was amazing.
Once. It was...
Well, nothing... Yeah, exactly. Nothing went wrong. Yeah. There only... At the very end, I introduced someone, and Doc Eason turned up. But people thought that was on purpose.
Sort of
I think, you know, that was when the red wine was open. So we're let off. But no, you did such a fantastic job, Peter, and we really thank you, because, you know, when Noel asked me if I'd take this project on, you was the first person I called, because you put on such an amazing show every Tuesday for your ALAKAZAM audience. And I thought, you know, I really want it to look as professional as your shows. And yeah, thank you so much, because you are more than an executive producer. You were co-host, and we had a lot of banter and a lot of fun, and a lot of comments about people loving that as well. So it was great fun.
It was just it was just a fun night. It was just a good, fun, interesting night. And as we know, even with the Tuesday lives, they're only as good as the people watching us that comment. And you know, you can see the chat, you can see they're all having a laugh together, they're asking us questions, and it's those guys that keep it all rolling. And there was so much interaction on Sunday. It was phenomenal.
Yeah, 3,500 comments on the live feed, and that was seeing the banter, and it felt like you were part of the community. You know, you're putting up their comments, we're reading them all out, and it was phenomenal. It really was, and I felt like I finished a big gig after it. We had that same buzz as if I've just come off stage at the Grosvenor House, and it took a little while to sort of come down. You're sort of like, yes, you know, what an amazing reaction. And now we're being called the Anton Deck of Magic. You know that. See, I'll be the ant, you can be the...
That's good. And I messaged you in the morning, because you're right. Every time I do one of these or whatever, you're sort of, you get the adrenaline rush, and you have to bring yourself down again. And after we finished at 2:30 or something, I said, look, guys, you know, I'm going to have to go to bed, because it was Holly's birthday the next day. I want to be up and everything else. I closed all this down, and I thought, I'm awake. I literally went and watched TV for another 2 hours, fell asleep on the sofa for 2 hours. And then
that adrenaline rush, isn't it?
It is.
It's that adrenaline rush, like when you drive back from a gig, you can't go straight to bed.
Charles Hughes said Adrian's trick was amazing, as was the show. And he also said, how do you rewatch it then?
Just go to the Magic Circle Unlocked Facebook page, and it's on there. The live feed is on there, and for you to watch the video. So yeah, if you haven't been, it's all on there. Just the Magic Circle Unlocked. Click like on that page, because you know we're already talking about a few other ideas and bits and bobs. So yeah, follow that page, because that we could have started something special here.
Yeah, no, I really think we have. Right, before we go any further, There's something great happening at AlakazamMagicUK tomorrow evening. It's an AlakazamMagicUK Academy with the fabulous Jamie Dawes. So if you don't mind, Michael, I'm just going to cut to a trailer of that and then I'll be back with you.
Fantastic.
Okay,
Fantastic.
my friend, I'll speak to you in a bit. Right,
Yes,
guys, so tomorrow evening at 7 o'clock, we kick off with the Jamie Dawes new Academy course, all on Mentalism.
Yep.
And I believe it's Mentalism to do over Zoom and
Yes, I
things
believe
like that.
so.
But he also... Oh, no, this one isn't. This one, he's teaching his PK touches. He's teaching his fault bending. This is a course that he's been designing for the last couple of years. So let Jamie tell you a bit more.
And I will just say, guys, if you were just to learn one thing, if you learn PK touch from this video, it's worth triple the price of it. Honestly, that gets the best reactions.
Well, that's your go-to effect.
Out of anything, honestly, the reactions you get for that are just different class.
Right.
Unreal.
So let's let Jamie tell you all about it.
You were thinking of somewhere, and I got a bit confused because I actually thought you were thinking of two places, and I didn't know what one to go for. So you were thinking of
the Greek Taverna,
or
New Orleans.
So I went for that. It was like the Greek Tavern or New Orleans. That's sort of what I was going for. What is the number you ended up with?
8968.
8968.
Yeah.
It's fair to say you really did do that yourself, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
I wrote something down in this envelope, which hopefully you're going to find interesting. You'll see that there is only one piece of card in here with one, and it is actually
Why?
8, 9, 6, or that way around 8.
Oh my god.
And now I need to go to the bank and change my PIN number.
For the past 15 years, I have been performing and developing different mentalism and magic effects and performing them all around the world at different occasions and events. But as the years have gone on, I've noticed there has been a progression in the material that I perform, and I find that now I am predominantly a mentalist and developing more mentalism magic than anything else. So in this AlakazamMagicUK Academy, I'm going to dedicate the entire course purely to mentalism. Now, some of these pieces I have never shared before, and I'm even going to teach you my takes on things like fork bending and PK touches. I'm actually going to even show you real-world performances of me performing these things at restaurants so that you can actually see how it plays in the real world. And then, of course, I will break everything down and show you everything.
Which one did I just touch? Good. Wow. Where did I just touch you? Good. Did you hear what I was going to do here? What did I say? Good. How many times? 3 times. Excellent.
Now, some of the effects are perfect for virtual streaming shows, but everything is designed for real-world live performances. Some of the pieces are even quite quirky. For example, 2 cubes, 1 cup, in which you take a mixed up and a solved Rubik's Cube and you play a game with your spectator where you place one under the cup and they have to guess which one it is, the solved or the mixed. And then somehow you predict all of their actions at the very end. And like I said, if you've ever struggled with things like fork bending, much like me, I don't have the strength in my hand for many of the traditional methods, so I'm going to show you my very bold handling, but one that I've been now gigging for the past 2 years and works perfectly. As with all of my academies, this is going to be jam-packed with workable commercial material that you can take out and start performing now. So join me at the AlakazamMagicUK Academy for Mind Over Mentalism.
right? So that's happening tomorrow evening at 7 p.m. So go grab your tickets. They're still at the early bird price. So
Nice.
yeah.
That is one I'm definitely excited for. And honestly, guys, I love the fact that a lot of our academies lately, where they've been, because usually we have a live audience, but obviously with social distancing we can't. So it's really good to see performances live of the effects they're teaching, because obviously when we have a live audience, they see it in action, but it's always good to see it in the real world, you know, what it actually plays like. So that's always good to see. Just to go through a couple of comments just quickly, a lot of people have said, well, Mark says he can't wait to sign into the Magic Circle Unlocked. Golf game cancelled. Lovely. Danny Marsh said he watched the whole thing with a bottle of gin. All gone.
It was such a great night. And I know I will say a big thank you to all the ALAKAZAM massive, the loyal ALAKAZAM followers, because I know there was a lot of you there because I was seeing the comments coming up.
Absolutely. And yeah, there's a lot of love for the Magic Circle event. It's really good to see everyone so excited and buzzing for it. It's super good fun. And obviously it is only as good as the guys watching, you know? So thank you everyone for joining in. Also, just really quickly, we had a couple of questions about letters, which is the Scrabble effect. So we should be getting more of those in this week. So as soon as they're in, they'll be sent out. Anyone who's waiting on it will be sent out as well. And someone just asked for more info on contactless, but we have a live launch on the 25th. So join us there.
So next Wednesday, I believe, is the 25th. So join us for the live launch at 7 o'clock.
Perfect.
Right, let's go back to Mr. Fitch. Michael.
Hello. All right.
Yeah.
Amazing to see them comments coming in. Still amazing.
It is great. I'm just going to do this because I've just set this up quickly.
Honestly, if you see the amount of effort that went into it as well, wasn't it? You guys were on the phone every day for however long, you know. Worked so hard.
Yeah.
So good to see it.
Yeah, no, it was brilliant. I missed it. I actually called Peter the next day. He went, "You're right." I went, "Yeah, just missed chatting." So it just seemed normal to get here and click call Peter. Right, I've got this ready. What do you think of this? How about? It's like, "You're right." Yeah, just checking in.
The thing is, it was great though, because all day it was just a great project to work on, because we worked on it for so long. I mean, me, you, Noel were chatting about it a lot, but me and you were on the phone every day. I won't say almost every day, it was every day. And Sunday we were getting the show ready literally all day. I think we were up, we had our breakfast, and then we were just connected here and getting.
Yeah, I missed dinner. I missed dinner. My dinner. This was my dinner. That was it. That's what because once I sat here after we checked all the in and stuff, but it just went, and time went so quick as well. It didn't feel like a long time, and I've heard that from a lot of people. So I won't apologise for how long it was, because the content was all amazing. There was nothing there you would take out. So. And so nice that everyone watched it. You know, like Robert just loved every minute of it, and I've heard that so many times. And you know, it was it was a very special night. And talking about how did it start? Well, I'll tell you how this project started, ladies and gentlemen. So the Magic Circle, which I'm very proud to be a member of the Magic Circle, obviously has been doing things a bit different recently and having our online chats on Zoom. And I think it was after a Zoom lecture we'd had, which we have lectures every Monday. We sort of go into a chat room and we just sit back and have a chat and, "Oh, how are you?" And it's amazing how good these chats are for you, because obviously the Magic community, like everyone, is suffering at the moment, and we're missing getting out there performing. And I really enjoyed this chat, actually, and that whole chat element. And it was around October time when we have a dealers day that was cancelled. Obviously, you know, AlakazamMagicUK are usually there at the dealers day, and you know, it's a bit like a mini convention, and that was cancelled. And I said, well, why can't we do something online, or do it online, have the dealers online and do something and have a bit of a chat? And Noel Britton, our president, said, yeah, absolutely, that would work. And just thought that was the end of that. Next morning, my phone rings and it's like the president of the Magic Circle. I thought, am I in trouble? Hello? So I don't know, I enjoyed the chat last night. You know, loved the idea about doing the online dealer day convention, and do you want to plan that, and would you like to organise that? And I was like, well, I can't really suggest it and then say no, someone else could do it. I said, yeah, okay, I'll do that. And then it just grew, and you were the first person I phoned, Peter, because I wanted it to look like this. And then I went through sort of contacts, and it changed from a dealer's day into this inspirational thing with messages from Stars of Magic, so we all know we're in this together. Well, this look, and I think we've got him online talking about this. We're going to bring in the president of the Magic Circle, Mr. Noel Britton.
I think
right?
we need a round of applause for that.
Get the comment off just so in case.
I will get the comment off, and here we go.
Afternoon all. Get out of here.
Hiya, Noel.
First of all, I want to apologise for not wearing a jumper. I feel like I'm letting the team down. So that's comment number one. Comment number two: is this Alakazam Live or the end of the Magic Circle Unlocked? Because
it's still not finished.
Still not finished. We're still going. Good to know. Good to know. Well done, guys. You did a brilliant job on Sunday night. Really, really great. So thanks so much for that. It was lots of fun, and we've got a whole new bunch of catchphrases between the three of us now, haven't we? Little comments we can drop into the conversation that you go, oh.
I'm sure they will be dropped in as well. Absolutely, there's things that are going to stick there forever. Many people have different favourite parts of it. What was your what, as a viewer, you was obviously, you did a fantastic job interviewing Williamson and putting those clips together. But as a magician yourself, not just as the president of the Magic Circle, but what was your highlights or bits that stood out for you? Because you obviously watched the whole show. I
did. I love Sooty, obviously. Sooty was in there, and that was great because I just the thought of international viewers not really understanding the amount of love that was coming out from the chat room for I hate to say it, a glove puppet. I think we're between friends there. I don't think I'm breaking any exposure rules. And so just the thought of people watching that going, people were like, oh, it's Sooty. It was like, forget about Williamson and Amar and Doc Eason. I've got a 6-inch yellow bear on my screen. So that was brilliant. And Richard Cadell, of course, spoke so beautifully. He always does, and was very open about how he'd been dealing with the lockdown and everything. So that was great. But it was the banter and the chat and. People from the Magic Circle explaining what the Magic Circle does and all the different aspects of it, the library and the masterclass and everything. So, we wanted to show people what the Magic Circle was about, not only in terms of the lectures and the streaming and everything, but just the fun we can have most of the time, and the lovely range of jumpers that we own between us, obviously. So,
Absolutely. A whole new line of merchandise.
And also, also, I must just say, Michael, well done to you, because you said, oh, he rang me the next day, and having suggested it, I couldn't possibly say no. I cannot tell you how many people suggest things, and when you say to them, will you take it on? Oh, well, so well done you for taking it on and saying, yeah, absolutely, I'll go for it, and making it into this brilliant event. Because like you said, when we first started talking about it, we didn't realise it was going to be 5 hours long for a start. We definitely didn't know that.
I did. I think I did. And I'm not going to tell you again.
Yeah, every time Peter was like, this is going to be a long programme, don't you? Have you seen the amount of clips you've got before
I kept adding other people as well. But
the thing is,
it was great. Really good fun.
It was really good fun, and I just want to second what Noel said, because honestly, Mike, the amount of work you did put into it, because I spoke to you every day and we were doing bits, but even when I wasn't speaking to you, even when Noel wasn't speaking to you, you were off doing, the bits. You were getting the videos, you were editing all the videos. So, you did do a hell of a lot, but I think it was such a good show. I just think it was such a great night. I think it was a very much needed evening just for a lot of people just to switch off,
Yeah, it's strange times. And that's why I think it changed direction of where it was going. Yes, we can get some dealers in and get some Stars of Magic, but when there's sort of this whole situation, and we've all, the fact that no matter what level magician you are, I think this whole situation has affected all entertainers. Even if you only did a bit of magic down the pub every weekend, it's a fix that we miss. And I think that message is in the show. And, you know, we've got some really inspirational messages in there from Michael Amar and Jeff McBride and things, with some real words of wisdom that will help you in this situation. And not only that, to show you that no matter what level magician you are, we're all feeling it and we're all in this together, which is the magic circle is, for me, a magic community. And you know, if you don't have to be able to go to the headquarters to feel this, and this was proof of that, and you had a taste of this community spirit from magicians. And you know, we had comments from all around the world, and if it's made them feel good, apart from seeing some amazing magic and some amazing interviews, then job done. And it changed from what it started with, and ended up with something incredibly special. And I'm very, very proud to be associated with it and to have put it together. And thank you to all of those amazing artists for contributing towards it and giving us some exclusive content and prizes as well. You know, we had some amazing prizes. And if you go and watch the stream, I won't give away the competition, but there is a competition on there that you can still win. I'll say go on the stream and watch it. I'm not going to say it here. You need to go on there and see, but there is something linked to this that you can still win. We had an amazing giveaway in the show, and like, you know, AlakazamMagicUK kindly donated like over £150 worth of magic and kept adding to it, and we had a hidden anagram throughout the show. So every now and then I'll be holding a letter up. So if you watch it later and you haven't seen it, we put a word up, and at the end of it they had an email address to email the word, and that was drawn out of the hat at random. And we're very lucky because not only do we have the president of the Magic Circle here, but we have another guest coming up, which we can exclusively reveal the winner of this competition. And it's actually, the winner's not here. It's her husband who's here, but they're both into magic, and I think that they've come to an arrangement. But the winner of the competition, and it's good to hear from a viewer of the show what he thought of the show, and he watched the whole 5 hours. But we're going to go across to Wales now and introduce Patrick King. Patrick, are you there? A round of applause.
I'm here.
There he is. Hi, Patrick.
Hi, guys. How you doing?
We're good.
Really, I nearly said welcome to the Magic Circle Unlocked, but this is your show, Peter. Sorry.
Nice to see you all.
Patrick, so tell us about your experience of the show, because for those who didn't see, what did you have to do to win? What did you think of the show? And then we'll go through what you've got.
It was quite surreal, really, because I was sat there, and my my wife came and joined me. Just kind of sit there. We were sitting there watching it together, having a good time, and just loving it, you know, and having a brilliant time watching it. But then after a while, we've got 4 relatively young kids, you know, 7, 5, 3, and 2. And mornings are usually quite early for us. So she retired off to bed. And I said, well, look, I'm watching this because all the letters are coming in. You know, so we sat there watching it together. So anyway, I said, I'll get you the word. So anyway, we go upstairs. I say, right, here, come on, we've both got to enter this competition. This is incredible. The giveaway. And everyone's been so generous. So anyway, we do and then I go back down, I carry on watching it. She's gone to bed, kids are asleep. And then you had us a treat because you said, right, I'm going to draw the winner. And then you had your force box. And it's like, oh, no, we're going to watch Wayne Dobson. And then by this time, it's gone 11. I was like, right, I'm not giving up on this. And I'm so pleased I did, because the Wayne Dobson interview was incredible. And I don't think even the hardiest soul would not have a dry eye after that. It was incredible. And then, so anyway, you pulled out the name out of the hat. And I looked, I said, oh, that looks like King. It's like King, and then you said Hannah King. I was like Hannah. I was like running around like a lunatic downstairs. Woke up the children, woke her up, and then you were like, Hannah, are you there? I was like, you've got to get on there. You've got to put a chat, your message on. And she said, she like bleary-eyed. She said, I'll just send an email now. And then we were wetting ourselves. Honestly, it was hilarious. And then I, like you guys, I couldn't sleep then because the adrenaline. All I kept thinking of was like all these prizes, and you know, because like I said to you, I'm a magician. Hannah has been like, she's put it on hold for of our young children, really, but you know, she loved the show, and this will kind of be inspiration for her. Our eldest boy is 7 and he loves it, and I started as a Marvin's magician, so with the Marvin's magic set, that'll go to him, and it's his birthday coming up at the weekend. And he said to me, Dad, you usually do the magic for the kids' parties. This time, can you be my assistant? And I'll do. So I'm going to teach him a little routine. So, you know, so it's just honestly, but congratulations to you guys, because the whole thing was incredible.
Amazing. What a winner. We're so pleased. That's amazing. And you just let people know. So you've just passed. You are a member of the Magic Circle. Literally, like 2 weeks ago, you passed your exam.
2 weeks.
Tell us.
2 weeks ago. So I suppose this is quite a nice story for anyone watching. You know, like I applied as an apprentice probably at the start of lockdown because I'm a classical musician. So my orchestra, we're off. You know, we started going back now to do socially distanced rehearsals, but at the start, like whereas normally I'd be doing out shows in the evening, so I was sat there, you know, having a bit more time. Joined the apprentice group, did my interview for that, and then I have to say, a couple of weeks ago, did my exam via Zoom, and I was. You know, I probably spent the best part of 100 days, like really fine tuning. I've got a couple of great mentors, and if anyone does it, the apprentice group's incredible support. Unless you're maybe a working pro, for example, and you can just pull out a routine. If you need, like myself, you know, some support and things like that, the apprentice group's incredible. And each week there was different things on, and David Penn would give us feedback, and Wayne Fox did some stuff, and I've got a couple of friends in the circle. I was sending videos off, and we were backwards and forwards. I'll try that. Your angles aren't good there. And honestly, I worked, and I loved it, and really, really chuffed to be rewarded with getting through. Because, but the support through that apprentice network for me was what did it, and everyone's welcome. You know, I went just before lockdown with some friends who were in the circle. I met Noel, and the welcome that I got through the door that night was incredible. But then following on from that, even just as an interactive thing, and it kind of culminating in Sunday night, really. You know, now being a member and just feeling really proud of something that's just an incredible organisation to be part of, and very humbling, really.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
Brilliant. Really great.
And obviously you're not near the headquarters in Wales as well, so you're getting the benefits, because that's what we wanted to sort of address on the Magic Circle Unlocked, is that it doesn't matter where in the world you are, you can, you know, say you're a member of the Magic Circle and join us on Monday nights with our online lectures, and you know, you get the amazing magazine, and there's the Facebook page as well.
Exactly, yeah. And I just kind of thought, well, I get to London maybe 3, 4, 5 times a year, maybe, but this might give me another excuse. But it doesn't, as you say, Michael, it doesn't. Nowadays, the world's got so much smaller, hasn't it? And just to feel part of it. I mean, you know, to be part of the world's greatest magic club, and to have earned that in there just feels brilliant, you know. So really, really over the moon.
We're over the moon that you've won. You know, we would have been pleased that anyone won, because you know the fact that you've got a young family as well, and this turned up today. Your prize is still coming in from Richard Goodell.
Amazing.
You've got your signed sooty from Richard Goodell.
Amazing.
And you've also you've got the brand new Marvin's Magic Rubik's Cube set, and that's going to be signed for you from Marvin as well. And I've had a message from Marvin. And he said, because you've got young kids as well, they're going to put some Magic Made Easy extra magic in for the children as well.
Oh,
so
amazing.
You're going to be getting a big delivery from them, as well as.
And
all
he
of
was
this.
my hero as a child. You know, I collected all of that Marvins. I would go down to Hamleys once a year. That was the start of my journey. You know, all of that. You know, family parties, the dynamic coins, the little file facts. So I'm 37, so I would have been 4 when they started. And I think I probably got my first one maybe age 6 from my uncle, and that was started my journey.
Fantastic! You're going to be busy. You're going to be very busy with all this stuff, and you know, you and your wife are going to be fighting over this.
You want split focus as well, didn't you? So in a year's time, we want you to come back and do split focus, but I want to see Sooty do it. I want to see Sooty focus in a year's time.
I said to her, because like, you know, obviously with young kids, like things like split focus are beyond me at the moment. you know, price wise. I saw that. It's just incredible effect. And then obviously even like the ALAKAZAM, like what happens in Vegas? I've been looking at it thinking, oh, I'd love to get that. But, you know, like look, One Eye on Christmas and all of that sort of stuff. And, you know, so it really is a dream come true, you know, and the wallet as well, you know, another thing, like I don't think I'd be able to sneak that through the post, you know. She'd say, what's all this coming in, you know? So so now
like Card Shark sent stuff in, Magic Box, Cups and Balls, and there's International Magic going to be sending you some extra items as well.
There's
amazing. Hannah said she said, you've got Cups and Balls. She said, I'm having the Cups and Balls. I said, right, you know. So I'm going to be doing the dishes for a year, I think, to try and negotiate what I'm going to have out of this.
We'll just see another magic shop open up. Yeah.
Well, look, tell everyone how you won. So there was an anagram, wasn't there? A hidden anagram throughout the show, different letters.
Yeah. And the word was resilience.
Resilience.
I can give that away now.
Anagram. We're interested to know how you did it. How did you get the word? Because, you know, when we were going through finding the right word, it wasn't easy. How did you fathom out the letters? Do you watch Countdown a lot, or was it?
No, I'm awful. Anytime like pub quizzes, like seeing anagram stuff, I'm like, oh no, I'll step back from that. Music or sport, I'll give a go at. But yeah, so step back from that. And then Hannah does the Wheel of Fortune, you know, and then she was like, and I was like going L. And no, you know, and all of this, and then she said, I think it's resilience. And then Nell said, oh, there are some things you can go on. And at that point, I'd already sent it in, and I was like, I'll just double check. And then she came up with, you know, and then she was like, right, I'm going to enter as well, you know. And then that was that, really, you know. It's hilarious.
Oh, amazing.
Brilliant.
So
it was just
we wondered
brilliant.
if you'd use an app, because our president gave a little tip there at the end of it, because you know, and all of a sudden we had a lot of emails coming in saying, oh, just in case there is a way of doing it, you know, right?
What an idiot! I can't believe it.
And then Noel sort of says, oh yeah, well, you know, there are obviously apps out there that can help with anagram. And all of a sudden, ping, 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 they all kept coming in. So we thought we'd test you. We're going to put you on the spot here a little bit. We've got a little anagram here. You've still won what you've got. I feel like don't worry, you've won. You've won
double or nothing.
Yeah, double
or nothing.
Right. So that they are the letters. Okay. This is so cruel to do this live.
I'll tell you what.
Right.
While Patrick's working that out, have you got those letters in your mind, Patrick?
Write them down, Patrick.
Yep. Okay, while he's doing it, I've still got on the computer here the message from Brian. Shall we play that?
Brian Conley?
Yeah.
Oh.
And also,
absolutely.
before you do that, Peter, as I gave a clue to everyone about the app, I'm going to give a clue to Patrick as well. It's something that you use.
Oh, it's timpanis, is it?
There we go. Timpani drums.
Timpani drums. Well done, Patrick.
There we go. Well done.
Push that round of applause button, Peter. Round of applause.
And that is what is usually my that's usually my card table at work. I sit with 4 timps around me, and my 4th timp usually has got my cards on, and then if someone walks past me in the pit, they say, go on then, what are you showing us? What are you showing us this time? And that,
I suppose you can give yourself a drum roll as well, for any part in the trick. You can go, hold on.
Yeah. I mean, that is a hell of a matrix. Matrix with 4 timpani drums. I can only imagine the size of the cards.
The old Russian dolls, yeah.
That is brilliant. Amazing. Well, what an unworthy winner. Thank you so much. And I look forward to meeting you at the Magic Circle, if not on our dedicated Facebook page for members. And you're amazing, you know, to get members like yourself who's passionate about magic. And that's also the message you want to give. We have professional magicians in the Magic Circle, but we also have people who do it as a hobby. We've got people who collect magic. Every different level. So if you've ever wondered about it, all your questions will be answered on the Magic Circle Unlocked. Amazing.
Thanks all. I'll leave you to it. And it just Michael, Peter, top job, amazing. Noel, amazing job.
Mate.
Thanks. Yeah, it was. You know, I think you know, on behalf of everyone watching, I can easily say, seeing those comments, it was a brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Nice to see you, Harry. Top job you're doing, by the way, as well.
Thank you. Nice to meet you as well.
Look forward to meeting you all in person again soon.
Absolutely.
Lovely.
Thank you very much. Stay safe. Enjoy. Send us a picture with all your prizes, please. Send us a picture.
I will do. Thanks, guys.
Cheers, Patrick.
Thanks,
Bye.
Patrick King, our winner.
That's amazing.
How nice is that to see full circle the winner on the other side of that? What a lovely guy.
Yeah, no, that's great. What a lovely man as well. What a lovely man. He was wearing a jumper as well. I wasn't going to point it out, but
you didn't get the memo.
I really
didn't
see it.
There's so many comments.
Do you know what we should?
About... Yeah, go on. Sorry.
No, I was just saying. He is such a nice bloke, and I feel bad because we got him to do that work and get that. We should have given him another prize, really. So I've just been playing with letters. Look, what about if we sent him a magic circle mug?
Come on,
Hey.
Noel. Don't give us the answer yet, Noel. Let's build up to it.
I should, for those of you watching, I should explain that with all the lead up to the program, I forgot to approach the treasurer of the Magic Circle and check that I could give away some stuff, and we had a budget for it. So because of all the dealers, contributing such lovely prizes, I just thought, I've left it. I'll just pay for it. I'll just buy the prizes for these two competitions that at that stage were planned. And then during the course of the program, Michael didn't know this. He didn't know that I was paying for everything myself. Michael just kept on going, and we'll give you a mug, and we'll give you a mug. And I'm like, I was virtually bankrupted by the end of the program, and you've just given away another one. But well, two. It's going to be two now, isn't it? It's going to be one for Hannah and one for Patrick. If I just send one, that's no good. So, okay, mugs
two. He's got 3 kids as well.
If you mention the 4 kids, Michael, you're out the Magic Circle.
Yeah.
You mentioned the 4 kids.
I gave away a few last night as well because the Magic Circle were.
That was the other. Yeah, we had a Zoom meeting and run by Rodney Piper, which is because he's in Spain, but he can because of Zoom he can be there and run it, which is great. So people from all over the world joining the Zoom HQ, and one of our one of our youngest members, Rachel, who came through the Young Magicians Club and only joined the Magic Circle this year, so she's just 18. Is at university at the moment, and she's self-isolating for 2 weeks or 8 days. So Rodney was going, that's a shame you're isolating. But there were a couple of dealers at the Zoom HQ, and Rodney was like, will you send them will you send Rachel a couple of downloads? Yeah, and a couple of lecturers there. Will you send your lecture notes? Yeah, we'll send the lecture. I thought, here we go. I can see what's coming. I know Rodney. Oh, and a lovely mug from Noel. I'm going, for God's sake, another mug. So buy them now while they're still stock.
Yeah. You can get a mug off the Magic Circle website, or Noel will get you one. We just want ours, Noel. Me and Peter haven't got a Magic Circle mug yet. So
that's right. No, you gave yourselves one. At the end of the show, you were giving yourselves one as well. It was like, absolutely, they're on their way.
We may as well.
Brilliant.
Absolutely, no. You deserve. I was going to say you deserve at least a mug, but then you're going to start saying, "Oh, great, it's a mug and what?" So you deserve a mug at the most. A mug at the most. That is what I'm going to say.
The funny thing is, I was speaking to some friends in Florida, Eric Olson, and he watched the whole show with his wife Kim, and they were in hysterics at the end because it did go a bit crazy at the end with mugs, Muggate. I think because after our last VT, I'd opened a bottle of wine, had a glass of wine, had nothing to eat, and I was very relaxed. And I was like, pick someone who's liked it, and we'll give them a mug. Pick someone who's commented, we'll give them a mug. Oh, let's do another draw from the hat. They'll get a mug. And I just saw Noel's face, like, Dre's like, what are you doing? And I was like, who else wants a mug? And it got a bit like Oprah Winfrey. You're getting a mug. You're having a mug. You're having a mug.
Everyone on Facebook.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, let's pick someone who comments in this.
Sorry, just very quickly. The name that came up for one of the first draws was Mandy Davis, who's a member of the Magic Circle. So Michael goes, oh, she's probably got a mug. Pull another name out. I'm going, oh, you can't do that. She might not have a mug, you know. And then I'm going to get flack for. So okay, all right, Mandy gets a mug. It was unbelievable.
Who would like a mug? Let's have the best comment in the thread here. Noel's. He'll get you another mug. This is live. He can't back out of this. Right. Put a comment in when we put the Brian Conley bit on, and we'll pick someone at random. Look, he loves it. He's very happy to give mugs away. So we're going to. Have you got Brian Conley's bit?
Yeah.
As you say, go and check out the show, please, if you haven't seen it, and share it with your magic friends. It's up there to watch. And I'm very, very lucky to have some amazing show business friends. And while Noel goes to get that other mug for you, we're going to pick someone who makes the best comment. But here is one of the funny clips from the brilliant Mr. Brian Conley. Let's get a mug.
And I guide you long life's twisting lonesome way. I will cherish you through the years. I will kiss away all your tears and release you. I release you from your fears. Nothing can harm you now that you're mine. Well, I treat you tender. Yeah, I treat you kind. No reason why. I'm a gentle kind of guy.
Hello, lovely people. It is me, Brian Conley, international superstar, which means I am currently out of work all over the world. I've got the lockdown look, hair, beard, decided to dye my hair grey. But as you know, I'm a big star and I don't normally do this sort of rubbish, but I'm here because we're living in weird times. A global epidemic, either that or one of David Copperfield's tricks has gone extremely wrong. As you know, I do dabble in the arts. I'm not a professional magician because there's no money in it. But I would now like to present the knitting needle through the balloon illusion. I've got to work on that. Anyway, I'm sending love to all of you. What can I say? You know, keep your chin up, wash your hands, stay positive. This will change eventually. And that's it. And I want you to remember that behind every cloud, the sun is shining. There's no business
Brilliant.
That's so funny.
He's fantastic. He's fantastic.
Brilliant.
Yeah, thanks for that, Brian. And he's performing. He's actually on stage. Going to be the Christmas. He's going to be in Scrooged, I believe. And so yeah, look out for him,
Mike.
So right,
we've had some great comments coming in. I think you're going to find it hard just to choose one winner. in all honesty.
If you
Noel's a mug
have
if he
more
doesn't
than
give
one
me a
winner,
mug. Pete Donnelly.
If you have more than one winner, they're each going to get a piece of mug. That's all I'm saying. All right, it's going to be. They can share it.
Don't mug them off.
Oh God.
Do you know what? We're going to give away a couple of Alakazam live mugs if we got any.
Yes, we.
Wow.
I think we might have just fluffy bunny mugs.
Fluffy bunny mugs?
Yeah.
We'll give away some Alakazam
Yeah.
fluffy bunny mugs.
We'll do. That's a challenge, isn't it?
Yeah.
We'll have a look.
Wow.
How many are you giving away, Peter?
I don't know how many I've got. I need to order some more. I need to order some more live mugs because we've run out. We do give away a mug a week.
If only I'd known that cut out that get out line on Sunday. I don't know how many we've got. Apparently, we've only got 2. That's a shame.
There's promised a lot of people. Got to keep note of these. Are you going to pick? Is Harry going to pick one at random? So just someone who's putting the word mug in any way. I was mugged by 6
He
dwarves the
said
other night.
it-
Not happy.
Happy was the 7th one.
I got it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, trying to raise money for Mug Aid. I'm going to be
seen-
running Mug Aid next year.
Have you seen that
What's the
comment
mug?
there?
For God's sake. That's, if that had been the competition question, who wants a mug? send your answer to.
They're
That was
lovely
crazy.
mugs as well. They're very nice. Very nice. I think I haven't got one. But we're looking forward to getting
Carries
those
on like
aren't
this,
we?
you're not going to get one either. I'll tell you that. It's going to be.
there's so many comments coming in as well. And I know we've got someone watching called Tom Rolfe who's watching from Canada, and he said it was amazing for someone that's not a member of the Magic Circle to see it. You know, it really felt like a good bit of the community. So it was
Yeah.
nice to see, and inspirational. He said as well.
Actually, I've got a serious question, Noel. So
I've got a serious question. My serious question is what's the postage to Canada before we go any further? That's my serious question.
So after lockdown, because I mean, all things being equal, the circle will be open at some point next spring, I expect. But are things like, I mean, the lectures will still be streamed, I take it.
Yep.
So what about things like the Zoom meetings and stuff like that? So if someone is an out of town member or they live in a different country, because that's what we're trying to get across, and we were trying to get across on Sunday, is nowadays it
Sure.
really doesn't matter where you live.
Not at all. No. And I mean, what was interesting was there were a number of initiatives that Megan, our vice president, had sort of put forward in terms of benefits for more benefits for out of town and international members before COVID hit. And I mean, COVID hitting accelerated them because so each Monday now we put out for the last 8 months, we put out a weekly sort of magazine format hours show. So that's sent out on a Monday evening. That the plan was to do that anyway and have that as a little program once every couple of weeks or once a month for as extra content, and that's just been speeded up by COVID, really. So that stuff's been speeded up. Other things that I think maybe we might not even have thought would work before COVID. I was talking to someone about this a few days ago. We had a Zoom, council meeting, our first Zoom council meeting. If you can imagine the 14 members of Magic Circle Council all on Zoom at the same time. Well, the first one, when people aren't used to Zoom, it was really hard work. Yeah. Just because people didn't know how to work it and they were muted or they were talking at the same time. And I think if we'd just done one as a try without COVID, say, we just said, oh, let's give this a go and see if we can do this so we can all do it from home. I think we would, after one, we would have gone, no, this is crazy. This doesn't work. The fact that you've been forced to do it for a few months means that everyone knows how to, they know how to work it now, and they know the etiquette, and they know that there's sometimes a bit of a lag, and sometimes someone freezes just for a split second. But all those things that would have seemed a huge problem, a few months ago, now I think people are very accepting of, So I think, and the Zoom HQ is a great example of that. Michael was talking about it and saying the wrong thing at the wrong time and getting lumbered with all of this. But the Zoom HQ it's really good fun, isn't it, Michael? We do have a laugh at them. We really do, and it's great.
Yeah,
So
it's like the banter in the bar. Yeah, like the club room. We should call it the club room.
So all the streaming, and of course all the stuff that we've streamed in the past is still back catalogued on our Facebook page. So you've got access to all of those immediately. Bob Hamilton, who I'm sure most of your viewers will know, having seen him at virtually every Magic convention and every Magic event, in the UK for the last 30 years, who's filmed everything at the Magic Circle. The plan is to get all of that footage of the Magic Circle events up, and he's been filming stuff at the Magic Circle. I think the first one he ever did was, I'm going to say, I think it was 79 or something like that. It was a lecture by Geoffrey Buckingham. So it goes back ages. We've got all that video archive footage. I've been digitalizing all the TV shows. We've got a huge number of VHS tapes of Magic shows, and not only just the classic ones. I don't know who these people were who've given these VHS tapes to the Magic Circle. But, you know, all the stuff is there, all the Daniel shows, all the Copperfield shows, all the Dobson shows, all the Best of Magic, all those, but also all these weird little regional programs where someone crops up and does a bit, or, you know, Jeffrey Durham was on tour and he's doing a little, and I mean, it's a real snapshot of magic at that time, especially those shows, because those sort of regional shows are where, you know, the presenters ask questions that they don't normally get asked. You know, it's just someone chatting with them. So it's fascinating. And we did it on Sunday. You know, watching tapes of Williamson from 30 years ago and talking about, you know, why he did what he did then and how he's changed it and how it's sort of, you know, how it came about, and it's you know, it's a fascinating thing to actually be able to look back in time and see that period and sort of analyze it. So yeah, no, there's loads of stuff going on at the Circle, loads of stuff that everyone can tap into. We've got a new website coming out shortly, so that's going to have a lot of online content that isn't out there at the moment, which people can come to, and a lot of that is going to be public facing as well. So non-members are going to be able to access that at all. So it means we can put up excerpts from the magazine and maybe bits from, you know, performance excerpts from the lectures, not the methods, but so I think it's going to be, you know, it's a really great time, and all this lockdown has given the chance to, you know, to have a bit of a, like everyone has, I think, a bit of a breather and look around. And Richard McDougall, who's a great friend of mine, his dad used to say when he was playing football, he's a big football fan, Rich, and used to play football a lot, and his dad would say, occasionally you've got to look up and see who you're passing the ball to. There's no point in just looking down and just running with the ball. You know, sometimes you've got to look around, you've got to analyze where you are, think what's going on around you, and act on that. You know, and the lockdown, I think, has given a lot of people a chance to do that. You know, I completely understand it's been harder for some people than others, but some people have. Ozzy, who's, you know, great supporter of the Magic Circles, turns up at all the Zoom HQs. You know, he was saying last week, he said, for the, you know, since last 15, 20 years, he was saying, I have worked every night in August. I've worked every day in August. You know, he works the holiday camps and everything down in the West Country. I've worked every day of August. He said, this year, I suddenly thought, actually, if it all comes back next year, I'm going to take a couple of days off in August. I don't need to go crazy like this, you know. And so it is. I think it's been, you know, it is hard, but I think people will really change their attitudes going forward from this for the better, you know, people being more supportive. And
I think you're right.
You know,
I think you're right. I think there's been some big changes. When I first got into streaming, so we were one of the early sort of people to jump on live streaming. We've been doing it 4 years, I think. And part of the idea back then was to do online lectures and online dealer dems. I rung up so many clubs and they went, our members will never use anything online. They won't know how to do it. Now, everyone does know how to do it. Exactly what you said. We've been forced into doing it. And now we realise, actually, this is great.
And how much easier is it?
Yeah,
we do lectures to all over America in our dining room.
Yeah, in our pyjamas.
Yeah. I got my pyjamas on under the table. No one knows. Yeah, it's
under
crazy,
the jumper, obviously. You know, under the jumper. But well, yeah, no, and I was talking to Mark James a couple of days ago, and he was talking about, you know, he was saying that he thinks lectures, you know, are better via Zoom, because he was saying in the old days, if you turned up at a club, you'd do the routine and you'd sort of say, oh, this goes very well with a regular audience, you know, and sort of feel that you have to justify it. And then he'd explain the routine. He says, well, now on Zoom, I play a clip of me doing that performance live in front of an audience. I don't have to justify it anymore. They can see that it works in front of a live audience, and then he does the explanation. So there's all sorts of aspects to it that are great, you know. And Sunday night and on the Zoom thing, you know, on this rather, it was great. We could jump around the world and have people contributing who.
Yeah,
you know, a year ago.
Performance.
Absolutely, went to Argentina for him. We went to America, you know, and a year ago that wouldn't have really crossed your mind to do that. There wouldn't have been a platform to do it. So it's It is. It's very, it's very exciting to be on the sort of cusp of this change, really. And I think a lot of people are scared of change, and other people embrace it, and other people are a bit wary of it. But if it is going to change, then I think you've got to be open to it.
Yeah, no, I think you're right, and the circle and having all this online content, I feel personally is really important, especially in the current situation we are. The amount of emails we get, we've been ramping up the amount we've been doing online as a company. So we do these lives every Tuesday, which we've done for the last few years. We now do live product launches, which happen once a month. It's another time where people can tune in, we can chat, they can see our new products. And we realise that people just need a break from whatever they're doing. Yeah. And they just need some time out. And we've really been trying to put a lot into 100%. This sort of stuff.
And I think we are, especially, I mean, now it's obviously a lot easier, but we're all quite lucky that we do live around Magic, and we've all got loads of friends that are in Magic, because the amount of phone calls that we get where people just want to ring up and have a chat about Magic because they haven't got anywhere near them, no people near them that like Magic.
They don't belong to a club.
There's no club near them, and I always just say, like, you always just want something that's online,
Yeah.
So
yeah, so it's good, and things like the circle will be great for these people to join, to join up. And Michael, like what we did Sunday, once again, it's just a great release for people. It's a great break from what's going on in normal life, and it's just a bit of time to forget everything, sit there and just have a laugh, and hopefully win a mug. So it's win-win
with a cup of tea. Cup of tea. There's been some amazing comments coming in. Really,
I can't believe you said win-win. Win-win. That's another 2 mugs, isn't it? I mean,
brilliant. What was that, Harry? What was the Man United comment? That was funny.
That was funny. Yeah,
Man United.
I didn't see
he had a Man United mug, but he's got to get a new one because it keeps slipping down the table.
Oh, it was.
Oh, very good. Very good.
Yeah, that was a good
very
one.
funny.
What I did there. Dave Jones, like to congratulate Noel for his magnanimous gesture.
I love
very good.
Oh, I apologise. I think this mug thing is going to stick forever now. People are going to be whispering mug.
Well, I was going to say the only benefit now is when I walk past someone and I hear someone whispering mug, at least I can see some positive side in it, as opposed to taking it as some sort of personal slur. But
there you go. Look, that's funny. That I tried drinking my tea out of a Man United mug. It's impossible as it keeps sliding down the table. That's very funny. I think that's funny. But I'm on medication.
Right, so
you got to pick some winners for these mugs then.
Oh yeah. And then we've got a
winner, not winners, winner.
So, Michael, what is planned for? Because obviously we've got this Facebook group now, the Magic Circle Unlocked. What is anything planned for that? Are we doing something else?
Well, the demand, I've had lots of messages from it. It's been successful. So I would say watch this space. Go and like the page. If you haven't watched it already, work your way through what we've put up already. And I'm up for it again if you are. I haven't got any gigs, so we can plan some. we could plan something. I think if people want it again, and we, maybe we'll make it a bit longer next time.
No, I think that'd be great. I think if you guys are up for it, I would say that is brilliant. Apart from anything else, I want to hear more. I want to hear more stories. I want to have more little catchphrases between us. Peter.
Have you got any?
Peter and his tea bag container, and Russ Stevens and his chicken. We've got a load of references.
You spoke about the footage. You're going through the footage. You've been going through some amazing footage, and one of the featured interviews is Russ Stevens, talks about Got Talent and gives great advice on there. And you have got some amazing footage of Russ Stevens when he started, and I think that needs to be seen to people because it shows he's been there and done it.
Russ would kill me.
Well, actually, tying it back together again. Of course, the amazing thing with Russ was in 1977 he won the Young Magician of the Year competition.
Yeah.
You know, so that was that's how he got launched, and the TV show that I've got and I'm using as blackmail material on him at the moment is from 1980. So yeah, I mean that was a springboard for him. Loads. I mean, if there are any young magicians out there watching, the Young Magician of the Year competition, you know, huge springboard for people. Ben Hart and Paul DeBeck and Michael Jordan from Hijinks, a whole bunch of people who've won the Young Magician of the Year competition. There's a much better, you know, group of people. The people who came second in Young Magician of the Year, I think that's a more prestigious and you know, it's a better club to be part of.
Did you
I'm not
come
bitter.
second?
I just think I don't want to talk about it, Peter, but yeah. So Russ has been there right for. So he would have gone straight in at 18. You know, that was part of the prize of Young Magician of the Year, is you get immediate entry into the magic circle. So and now he's one of the oldest magicians of the year. So it's great. You know, that's.
You weren't in Russ's year.
No. I was 4 years after. I was 1981.
Right.
I was beaten by Andrew O'Connor.
Oh wow!
I mean, who only recently sold Objective Productions for £30 million and has now got a huge house in Hollywood. So and I'm here with you guys. I think we can see who the real winner is. So
You haven't even got a jumper yet, Noel. You've got to get the jumper.
I haven't got a jumper. No, I'm gonna. Yeah, if someone sends me a jumper, I'll send you a mug. There we go. I'm gonna get something out of this.
You haven't said what quality jumper. People are going to go through the cupboard. They've all got a jumper that they don't wear anymore. You are going to get so many jumpers. Take him up on that, ladies and gentlemen.
A quick jumper story, just because it ties in with what we did on Sunday, and we didn't give the link on Sunday, but if people want to look it up, it's brilliant. So if you watch the show on Sunday, when I was talking to David Williamson, Murray, the 8-year-old kid who rips the card apart that David's, it's a gimmick card, and Murray is sitting at table level, and David says, I've got 3 cards here, and Murray's sitting there. He goes, no, there are 4, like that, and he reaches over and he just peels off this lap card thing. It's very funny. So the clips on the Magic Circle Unlocked. Anyway, I used to help run a convention in London. And we booked David one year, and I said, you got any ideas for any bits that you want to do this year? And he said, I was thinking we could pretend that we've found Murray after 30 years, and and David's idea was this guy was going to come on, and he was going to be, looking virtually homeless, and how his life had been ruined by the fact that he'd picked aside David's card, that his life had plummeted after that moment. And I had this weird memory of someone saying that Murray was related to someone in the production crew of this TV company. So I get in touch with John Fisher, who was the producer of the show, and start picking his. Anyway, we tracked down Murray, the real Murray, after 30 years, and it's on YouTube. If you look it up, I think David Williamson and Murray reunited. I think might get you there. The tagline. But we reunited them, and what was brilliant is I tracked him down. I spoke to him off the phone, and he said to me, I said, oh, it's great, it's so good that we're talking, and you're up for it. And he came along. He said, oh, there is something. He said, I think I've still got the jumper, or his parents. I think my mum has still got the jumper. I think it's still up in the attic. And he's like, this is 30 years ago. He was 8. I mean, why you keep a jumper for 30 years? I don't know. But anyway, he came along to the thing, and the whole thing was David. I told David, he's got the. So David goes, how do I know you're the real Murray? How do I know that you're the? You could be an imposter and all this. And he reaches into his bag. He takes out this jumper, which was, distinctive is probably the kind way of putting it. So, there was no way, it's just a, plain colour. And it was a very distinctive jumper. So, yeah, if you get the chance to see it, it was very, very funny reuniting them. But, that was another jumper story. So,
brilliant. Well, you're going to have a lot of jumpers in the post, Noel. You're going to get loads. You've said it now. You've laid it down. Send you a jumper, you'll send them a mug. Haven't said what quality the jumper's got to be, everyone. So I look forward to seeing.
Oh my
Got to be a
God,
good
this
jumper.
is- So, who's going to pick the winner for the mug?
Harry.
Harry?
What, should I just scroll random?
Yeah? Or is there one that you particularly like?
Well, I think they was all quite good. Did you write some down, Michael?
Do one random. Give loads away. It's got loads.
One.
Alright, I'm just going to do... I'll flick through some pages. I'll go on the one where that's main. Alright. Okay, it's Michael Hernandez Peterson. That's what he said there.
That sounds like it's going to be.
Lovely. I was going to say, thank God the mugs aren't personalised and I have to pay by the letter. Thank God.
There you go.
Congratulations. So, how does he get his mug?
He's got to track me down.
Yeah, I've been asking the same question.
Yeah. He's just...
if you get an email off him, or an address off him, I shall. I was going to say I'll send it to him in good time, but that sounds like he might never get it at all. I will. I'll get on to it.
Go on the list. Go on the list.
Brilliant. So,
Go on the
Michael,
list.
send in your full name and address to sales@alakazam.co.uk and tell us you were one of the lucky winners of the mug. And we'll make sure that email address gets to Noel for you.
You've got to
Guys,
send a picture in with the mug, though.
Yeah, you've
After,
got to
when
send
you've
a
got it.
picture
Wearing a
in with the
jumper.
mug.
Yeah.
Wearing a jumper.
Wearing a jumper, yeah. Guys, thank you so much for joining us this week. It's been an absolute pleasure. It was great working with you on this project. We have had a laugh. It has been hard work, but it's been fun as well.
Oh, look.
Yeah.
No, thank you, Peter. Thanks so much. Thanks, Harry. Thanks, Michael.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for everything. It's really, really good fun.
Thanks. Thanks for having us.
Jonathan's just quickly put the link in there for that.
The Murray reunited.
Oh,
So,
the Murray thing.
yeah, guys, that will
Return
be...
of Murray, that's it. Return of Murray.
Murray. So, guys, you can link to that in the chat. So, Michael, thank you so much for joining us. Noel, thank you so much for joining us. And I will speak to you both soon, I presume.
Very much so.
Absolutely,
say
yeah.
goodbye.
Toodaloo, yeah, nice to see you.
See you guys.
Bye, thanks for having us.
Cheers, guys, toodaloo.
Bye-bye. Right, guys, so that has brought us to the end of this week's AlakazamLive. But there was something that Noel said. Noel was speaking about a very talented magician called Mark James earlier. Mark has actually been on the Alakazam Academy twice in the last few months.
He has, yes.
He is coming back for a third time, and it's happening next week. I've got some information of it here. The tickets are currently at the early bird price. Don't forget Jamie's course tomorrow as well. And I will be speaking to Michael as well, trying to pin him down to do an academy.
Definitely. I will just say as well, I was speaking to Mark about this course the other day, and the cups and balls routine sounds amazing. So I'm looking forward to seeing that one.
Brilliant.
Really good.
So, guys, as always, thank you so much for joining us right here on Alakazam Live. We will be back next Tuesday, but remember, we have Jamie's Academy tomorrow evening. We've got Mark's Academy next week, and we've got a live product launch 7 p.m. right here on our Facebook and YouTube channel at on the 25th at 7 p.m.
Yes, absolutely. Are we going to finish on his trailer?
We are going to finish on his trailer.
Whose?
Mark.
Yes. Beautiful.
James.
Beautiful. But remember, guys, honestly, tomorrow you do not want to miss that course either, because PK Touch is absolutely phenomenal. I can't explain it. If you've never done it, unreal.
Right, guys, we will see you soon right here at Alakazam.
Absolutely. Cheers, guys.
Hey friends, it's Mark James, and I'm here to tell you that on the 24th of November, Tuesday, I'll be bringing you my third Alakazam Academy. As always, it will be predominantly stage material, but it will be focused on stage material you can do socially distanced from your audience without bringing people up onto the stage. Cups and balls routine that I call 3-2-1. You start with 3 cups, then you move down to 2, and you finish with 1. At the end, the loads absolutely blow the audience's mind. The stage mind reading effect has a huge kicker ending that they don't see coming, but feels like it was always going to be there, which is my favorite type. The multiplying bottles. A couple of tips and tricks for putting your routine together, as well as teaching you mine. My multiple selection, and teach you all of the different revelations that go along with it and how to do it. Fire eating. A bunch of people have asked me about fire my reading over the years, how to do it, and then I'll tell you all the reasons why you absolutely should never do it. But then it'll be up to you. May even squeeze in a sneaky little bit about the human blockhead. We'll get the biggest reactions of anything else in your show, I promise. Lastly, we're going to have a good chat about how to put on your own theatre show. I toured a theatre show for a couple of years called Sideshow Tricks, and in the times that it wasn't touring, it was also resident at a venue twice a week for the whole 2 years. And I'm going to tell you how I did that and how you can do it too. Once we get back out there into the real world, the hunger for live performance is going to be bigger than ever. As soon as we're allowed to do it, it'd be a good idea to know how. How to put together a theatre show, get a poster, choose your material, everything about the peaks and valleys required to pull off a 2-hour show completely by yourself, all of the other information you'll need. Q&A, hard moves, I'm throwing everything at it except the kitchen sink. If I can get the kitchen sink off the wall, I'm going to throw that in too. Third AlakazamMagicUK Academy, and it will be the last one I do for at least 3 or 4 weeks, who knows? It's going to be the last one for a good long time. I'm putting everything into it and I hope you'll join me. It's going to happen on November the 24th, live at AlakazamMagicUK. Get your tickets early and subscribe. Thanks, friends.